I want to ask you about food, of course,
Oh, yeah.
because I'm not letting you go anywhere if we're not talking about popo a la
Oh,
galego, because I
for
know
sure.
I know you're not a fan of the
I
octopus.
am not. I am not. And it's not just that octopus is one of Galicia's main dishes.
Oh,
We also have in my town a particular way to cook it,
okay.
which is famous. So I'm like not just hating Galician gastronomy, I'm also hating my village, my
Oh,
little town's
no.
gastronomy.
Mhm.
People are all often like, "How do you not like octopus?" I'm just, I'm not a fan of the taste, I guess. But we are known for so much more than octopus.
Mm,
I do like Galician cuisine. For instance, we do have Mediterranean diet, but it's more Atlantic, of course.
okay.
We are fishermen. We work the fields. Vegetables and fish are a great part of our diet.
Mhm.
And I would say our famous dishes include often seafood, especially during Christmas, but we have fish and seafood all year around, barnacles, octopus, octopi, etc. And then we are really well known for our cheeses. Like we have nice varieties and are like protected because of the way they are done and their uniqueness.
Mhm.
And queso de Artua, queso de San Simón, queso de Tetilla are some of them.
Mhm.
And then the white wines, we are known for having great wines. Ribeiro, Godejo are some of them. We also have queimada. Now that I'm talking alcoholic drinks,
Okay.
queimada could be like a spirit. It could burn a little,
Oh.
but it comes like with a ritual because you would get like ritualistic around this
Oh.
fiery beverage.
Mm.
Actually, the last time that I saw someone prepare queimada was during my brother's wedding. His now father-in-law made like this spell around the beverage and started this chant that was kind of bleak, but it was like festive at the same time. And it was like a huge thing.
Yeah.
And Queimada is uh, it's like something very particular of our region. And then the desserts, like I particularly love the desserts that are linked to Entroido, which would be our carnival. We have Filloas,
Mhm.
which I'm always trying to find like a cultural similar thing, just because I want you to try to picture it.
Okay.
And so Filloas or Peixos, it has many names. It could be like a crepes, but
Oh.
Galician crepes,
Uh-huh.
they are prepared differently or they have other ingredients. I'm no expert because in my house we are team orellas, which is the other big carnival dessert.
Okay.
Orellas literally means ears, all right?
Oh.
Because of the shape.
Okay.
And they are these crispy pastries that you could eat during Carnival. I don't know. I just love Carnival desserts. I cannot wait this year. After being in Italy and abroad for so much time, I'm really happy that I'm here experiencing Galicia and our cuisine.
Tell me about the queimada. Is that something that people make themselves at home?
No, I wouldn't say that people make it at home. I would say that you would go to a restaurant or a
Okay.
bar and you would order it. Usually a drink that you would something special, like
Okay.
you would do like with more people. There is like this fire element,
Mhm.
and I don't think there's always a chant in the restaurant in that ritualistic way, but it is in every festivity there's a chance, so a very good chance that there's a queimada.
Mm, okay. So queimada is it the alcohol itself or is it the ritual?
Oh, I think that it's the name of the alcoholic drink, but
Okay.
if you're doing queimada, it might imply that you're doing the
To
ritual.
ruin the ritual. Okay.
So that's a good question. I
Okay.
think I would say like doing also
Mhm.
the ritual also.
Okay. That's why I was asking because I was thinking if there's a ritual attached, maybe it's something that people make at home themselves, or there's a tradition of making it in in the home. Maybe each family has their own different way of making it. And then when you said it's like it burns, it made me think of like grappa in
Yeah.
Italy or in like what's the Brazilian one called? It's like a very harsh high
I,
alcohol
I feel like
content.
you're not a fan of these beverages.
Oh, no, I am,
Yeah,
but
you are. I
says a
will
lot
know,
of
man.
says a lot about me, but no, it just makes me think of, something that's ritualistic, maybe might be made at home, might be made by families in order to participate in this ritual. So I was just curious if it's something you can go buy at the store or if it's something that, like the house wine at a
I don't really know.
okay.
This is one of the many traditions that I discovered as a grown up.
Mm.
And then I saw in Santiago, but for me it was like completely new. So I'm not sure about the origin of.
So Galicia, we have a lot of seafood and it's not just octopus, even though that is my favorite. I'm sorry. My favorite.
It's fine. I respect that you have your own interest. Just not like
What are maybe for you, because this is your story, and you actually said that you've been away for a while. Now you're happy to be back at home. You're happy to be back at home. What were some things that you were craving while you were living away?
our wines, but especially cheese. I
Mm.
really like cheese. Like I was living in Italy, and so for me coming back,
Oh,
I really like cheeses there, but I
yeah.
also miss Galician cheeses.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
some of our particularities, like we have these peppers,
Mm,
pimentos of padrón. We have a saying, uns
mhm.
pican, otros no, that I'm going to translate as some of them are hot and some of them are not.
Oh. Oh.
So it's like a game, like you will order these padron peppers, you know, the one that finds the spiciest pepper,
Mhm,
they will have to pay. And most of them, these padron peppers are like mild, we would say,
mhm,
they are not spicy. But
mhm,
then there is always this one that will kill you. So if you happen to eat this padron pepper, there is a good chance that you have to pretend that anything weird is happening on your mouth,
mhm,
inside
mhm.
your body,
Yeah, yeah.
because that could mean that you would have to pay.
Mhm.
And these little things, like the
So
chestnuts
funny.
in Magosto, the peppers
Mhm,
with friends, are like
mhm.
things that I miss.
Yeah, yeah. What time is dinner?
In Spain, pretty late.
Mm,
And in Galicia, kind of the same, like around 9, 10
mhm,
p.m., which is late.
mhm,
We do have a lot of sun,
mhm,
even in Galicia, not as much as the other regions of Spain, but
mhm.
we should have the same schedule as Portugal and the United Kingdom. But I believe that due to political
Yeah.
reasons, we share the same one as Madrid, Berlin, Milan, and all
Mhm.
the European capitals.
Okay.
So we have dinner pretty late. We woke up in the middle of the night to go to work. Those things are also typical.
That's the one thing I could not get with when I visited Spain, just how late dinner was, because I was starving. I was so hungry.
Me too. I'm starving all the time, but after living abroad, I got used to eat earlier.
Earlier.
I particularly live in Finland, and I believe in Europe is where they eat earlier than anybody else. So
Mhm.
that was a shock to me. Like I had to do some pre-dinner or I wouldn't survive.
I like to ask this question. Is there a dish that you've noticed or that you think, your opinion, that everybody thinks they make the best version of?
Right. I couldn't say we have that. I think we have a lot of different ways of preparing the same dishes, but I wouldn't say there's an open competition between two great contestants.
Mhm.
We do not have that. I think we share with Spain the the tortilla fight, which
Mm.
is with onion or without onion.
Oh,
There
okay,
is only one right answer
okay.
for me.
Mhm.
It should be with onion always.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah,
like you have to add a little flavor.
yeah. Do
Yeah,
people not put onions in their tortilla?
not always. There's always someone that has no manners.
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding, of course. I respect people not who want pin onion on their dishes. I respect it, of course. And I think in Galicia, we are very pro onion. Yes.
Mhm,
Um, yeah, we're really proud of our seafood. Our seafood is demanded in other parts and regions of Spain,
mhm.
but I don't think there's a huge clash between
Okay,
dishes and food.
okay. The tortilla was one of my pandemic lockdown cooking projects that I probably made 5 of them before I got it right, and I always put onions in it because, duh, you need onions.
You need them.
You need onions.
Please,
No, this
like
is the
three ingredients.
yeah, it's so simple. I'm scandalized that people are not putting onions in oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's always this brand. If this person does not want the onions, you will have
Mhm.
to be okay. So no onions in this. Yeah, so
Oh, no.
the non-onion friend. Do you have them?
I love onions anyway. I could eat onions, like, in everything. I love onions.
Good. We think the same, man.
Tell me for you, just to have a little fun with this, if you had a perfect day of eating, your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, all Galician dishes, what would you choose?
Delicious. I guess I could. I don't. I cannot think about a Galician breakfast
Mm,
dish.
okay.
We have a lot of cheese and dairy
Mhm.
products. I
Yeah.
meant so I could include some fruit and yogurt to my breakfast. What else? I could like to have some snack. I go to the cafeteria of the center where I'm studying, and I would have a bocadillo or tortilla because I want to have some snack during the day. Then I go as for lunch. I don't love Spanish paella, so I would avoid that, and I would go for other options such as meat. We are also known for beef and pork,
Mhm.
and I love fried potatoes.
Me
I
too.
shouldn't love them that much. And then I feel for me, maybe it's because of Christmas. I also know, but for me, because here Christmas Eve is bigger than the Christmas Day.
Yeah.
All right. So Christmas dinner is the day before Christmas.
Mhm.
Christmas Eve dinner, it
Yeah.
is.
Mhm.
And maybe it's because of that, but for me, like seafood, like these fancy seafood dishes are something that for me, they are like dinner. Like
Mm.
you can also have them for lunch, of course, but I feel like seafood for me is like a special something for a special days.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my perfect day should have some seafood, not octopus, of course. But seems
I will
so right.
gladly take it from you. It's I'll save you from having to eat octopus,
And
Danny.
thank